What is up, YouTube? Welcome to this Doctor Who Season 10 finale. Yes, Doctor Who Season 10 Episode 12 was an absolute belter. Damn, son. This was the second part of a two-parter episode, giving us the Cybermen, or somewhat of the origin of the Cybermen in Doctor Who. So this was an absolutely fantastic story. I would say the middle part of the episode kind of dipped a bit. It really did kind of drag at some point as well when they were on the homestead with the Waltons. But the opening was just superb, as we saw John Sim at his absolute nastiest. Now, what I loved about this is that he was just an absolute douchebag. Just pure evil, unrelenting nastiness. Now that, my friends, is why the Master is the perfect opposite to the Doctor. That is why I love him so much. And maybe it's because it's played by John Sim, who is just amazing in the role. I think he is great. I loved him in this, and it's a shame we won't see him again, but I expect probably a couple of seasons down the line we will see him again. So if you enjoy this video, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated if you're new as well. But this episode was, it's gushing. I gushed in my last video review. I'm going to gush over this one. So we start off where we see Bill, and we learn, well, the Doctor learns that Bill is now a cyber man, or should it be cyber woman, cyber lady? I don't know if cyber people have genders or not. I don't know. I'm no expert on cyber stuff like that. But it was a cool little callback. As we did see the Doctor being pushed along on the wheelchair by our friend the Master there. As well, nice callback to when he was Harold Saxon. They were on his flying helicarrier and he was flying around pushing the Doctor around to the Scissor Sisters, which was a really, really cool. And there was Easter eggs aplenty in this. I noticed a few. I was watching my girlfriend, I watched with her, and she noticed some of them which were pretty cool. So we had ones like, we had the Jelly Baby line as well, which that has been uttered before. We had the regeneration lines from Matt Smith and David Tennant as well. David Tennant saying, "I don't want to go," very teary there. And at the end, we have him saying the Sontarans are messing with the timeline again. Not too sure what that actually means. I know that was said before. I think it was Tom Baker. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know you will. He said that as well. So we got that. Not too sure if that is alluding to everything, because we saw everyone flash around saying Doctor, which seemed like a traditional kind of scene when we had the regeneration. So I don't know if I'm reading too much into that, but are we going to see the Sontarans again? I hope so, because Sontar, they were absolutely awesome. I love them, especially the little one that he had. Well, I say little, but the one that was kind of good and was teaming with the Doctor as well. I thought that was pretty cool. But the episode was superb later on, but I do feel it kind of did drag a bit. It started off at, like, the adrenaline was absolutely flying high, and then it kind of dropped down as they dropped down onto the Waltons' homestead, as Missy said. And Missy, again, just super. The chemistry between John Sim as Michelle Gomez as well, they were great. They really did click together, and it was good because, well, they should really click because, you know, they are kind of the same person. So really, there is some kind of transference there as well. I think that they didn't really handle it well when we had Missy with her in two minds-ness as well, and I can't help but think she mentioned, I think it was the D socket that was broken in his TARDIS, and she said that, well, I'm going to remember it. I remember to bring one. Surely she's going to remember being killed, so I don't really understand why she didn't do something to try and stop being killed and try and help the Doctor, but I guess that is prying too much into it as well, so hey, oh, whatever. But the rest of the show, I think that the parts with Bill were terrifying, where she doesn't realise that she's actually a Cyberman. She's looking through, and, well, she thinks she's still Bill, and that is just absolutely tragic, isn't it? Just really, really horrible. I would have liked to have learned more about these people on the homestead thing. I don't really know why they're there or what's going on, etc. But it is just like the second part of a two-parter, so you can really be forgiven for not kind of going too much into it because it had so much to wrap up this season. But we have Missy sadly gone. I hope she does turn up, because I mean, River Song turned up loads. I want all these characters back. It was nice seeing people like Captain Jack in the flashback as well. Obviously, we're going to see Captain Jack back as well, because he's off of Arrow now in America. He's coming back. He's hinted at FanFest Portland that he's coming back as well. So come on, you know he's coming back, because, it's John Barrowman. How can you not love John Barrowman? But I'm digressing from the point here, the fact that Bill, absolutely terrifying. I mean, the Doctor Who does know how to do kind of... Sometimes it can be very, very cheesy, but when it does horror really well. We saw that at the start with the Cybermen who were kind of breaking into that area, and we also saw it when we saw them look at the shadow. We saw Bill look at the shadow, which was just absolutely just heartbreaking. I loved Bill. I think she was a fantastic companion. I mean, I don't really like many of the companions. The only ones I liked really was Amy Pond and Catherine Tate, weirdly. I don't know why. Please don't flame me in the comments. But let me know in the comments who your favourite companion is. But mine is always going to be Amy Pond. But Bill comes a very close second there. And interestingly, we saw the pilot return from, well, the pilot of this season, which was pretty cool. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh my god, damn, son. I was like, holy hell, the pilot is back? What is going on? But she comes back, and then we learn that, well, Bill is no longer a Cyberman. And I think it would have been a real bummer if she just walked around being a Cyberman. That would have been a real kind of lame ending. I like a sad ending sometimes, but you know what? It was nice to see this time we got a happy ending for Bill, going off with her friend, girl that she loved. I don't know what that relationship is. I don't think they even spoke properly, to be honest. But they did kind of go off together exploring, and will we get a spin-off? I mean, the spin-offs for Doctor Who have been really cursed. I mean, we had The Class. I mean, Sarah Jane Adventures, that did pretty well, I think. And we also had, of course, Torchwood, which was a bit iffy. But the one, funny enough, with Peter Capaldi was pretty good. So will we get a spin-off there? I don't actually know. But the whole episode, we've got Nardole now. He's gone. Nardole is gone on. We're staying on that ship, which I'm pretty sure that ship's falling into a black hole. Have they forgotten about that part? Is Nardole now doomed on this ship to fall into the black hole? It's just really, really weird there. But we got some fantastic things here near the end. Now, I'm a bit gutted they didn't regenerate this Doctor. I kind of feel like his story is done. I feel like his entire story is kind of, he's reached that zenith point that we had with every other character, where that is it. They have coalesced into being the liking humanity, or actually having some kind of end to their story. But we've got the end here, and it has turned full circle. So we have got the dude who played the original Doctor in I can't remember exactly what the drama was called, but it was the story of Doctor Who. So it was the anniversary when we had the 3 Doctors. We got the documentary drama thing as well, which was really, really cool. It's really good. If you haven't checked it out, I mean, try and find the name of it, but it was a fantastic way and storytelling of the whole, how it came to be. And the question is, what is going to happen here? Because some of you did actually say in my comments, you raised an interesting point that the Doctor would regenerate into the William Hartnell one, which I don't know, because he's the first Doctor, as far as I'm aware. And it would be weird him doing that. But I expect this first Doctor is going to impart some life lessons, or put some perspective on this Doctor that has travelled and has had some damn scary and dark adventures. And I expect we're going to see this Doctor kind of put some life, some kind of joy back into the Doctor, because it's been really dark. I mean, I think since David Tennant's Doctor, Matt Smith was happy and joyful, but the episodes were really dark, and later on, obviously, it got darker and darker, and Peter Capaldi's episodes they've been kind of just next level dark, haven't they? So I expect next season it will be a kind of a lighter one. Not sure who I actually want to play the Doctor next. I'm not really sure who I want to be the Doctor. I mean, Ben Whishaw would be good. I think maybe it is now open to a female character. I think the reason they've done this with Missy, with the Master regenerating into a woman, is so they can have a female Doctor. Not too sure how that will go down. I don't know who I want to be a female Doctor at all, to be honest. But then again, I don't know who I want to be the next male Doctor. So I have really no opinion, to be honest. I want to be shocked at who it was. I was shocked that Peter Capaldi was this character as well. So there is that. I'm not sure who I want. I don't really want the guy from the BT adverts or My Family, to be honest. I don't know how he will actually do it. It's kind of a really, really weird choice. However, we had some cool lines as well with the Doctor saying that, well, if only, in response to, is it all women in the future? Well, very SJW going on there. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. And goodbye.